Today, we're not driving this car whatsoever. This is a very odd video that I was just never expecting to make. Apparently, there's a brand new car in Need for Speed Heat. I say brand new in the lightest way possible. Last night, Gzilla sent me this website, which what? Lo and behold, I did unlock a Nissan 370Z. Look at that. So for this video, we're going to see, is it even worth your time? So very obviously, this video is going to be me trying out this very strange mobile. Very odd indeed. This was actually leaked a good while ago. We knew about this for a while, that it was in the game files somewhere because we got the screenshots of it. But for some reason, that was all we had. There was nothing else. And apparently this is something to do with a car park drift event. Honestly, just looks like they took a 370Z and stuck a livery on it. And quite frankly, that is to me looking like it is the case. We can't even do any visual customization whatsoever to this jank-looking machine. This is really, really sad. And the problem I think I have most with it is that you know that because it's released right now, we are towards the end of this year, that there were plans to keep this game going for much longer, but EA was like, nah. That was me pulling the plug, if you didn't realize. It only makes sense to come to this playground and have, well, a little bit of a play. I'm going to play with this thing stock. It just seems a little bit odd to do so. Now, if you want to access this car, it's very easy to do so. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be available for PC players. It's only for Xbox and PlayStation 4. So if you want to access this vehicle, I'll link the article down below on how you can get this car. But to be quite frankly honest with you, I think there's a limited amount of codes. I don't know if everyone will manage to get one on time, and again, on PC, it's not available, which is a very odd move. I don't know why that's not a thing. Seems very odd because it's in the game files on PC as well. That's where we pulled this image of it. So I got 20k in this thing stock. Quite frankly, it just feels like a stock 370Z. I am online. I'm not used to playing online on this anymore. If you go to performance, you can clearly see that literally everything. Is this even standard? It's on standards. It's not even on drift type. It's not even on like max drift setup. That's just like, to me, that's just odd. But fundamentally, this is a very sad vehicle, to be honest, in that this thing should have been placed along with many other content pieces that were supposed to be coming out of this game. We know that the game was supposed to last longer, and this shoves a pole in the ground and says, look, more was supposed to happen. In the parts shop then, let's stick on some bits. Now, unfortunately, I don't think I have everything available to me. I got the dual turbos. That's practically all we need. Everything else, it's fine. I've got ultimate parts coming out my arse, to be quite to be fair. I don't think there's much point in putting on any really good parts. I'm actually going to go straight for, should I go for showcase? I do. Speedcross parts are usually my favorite to go for, but let's give showcase a go. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Give it a chance. There we go. A little bit more beef, a little bit more speed, a little bit more power. This is really sad, isn't it? There should be so much more. Oh my god, it slides like crazy. Poor skid. Yeet. I'm going to go once again and see what pointage we can get on this first corner. Here we get it. Let's get it. I'm just surprised that this thing exists. Oh, I forgot that a max drift setup is just so odd on this game. I don't do it very often because, yeah, I'm just not used to it. This is actually, it's pretty good, to be fair. I think you've got to properly be able to drive this thing specifically, like a little bit more time and effort into this car. But it really wants to go. Holy crap. I'm being sweaty. I'm being sweaty like Matty C. That man almost hit me. Or woman. Could be a woman. Never know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just be a bit more sensible and try and get some crazy pointage on the final section. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. So, to be fair, it's a 370Z. They're supposed to be good at sliding anyway. 350s, 370s are generally used for drifting a lot. I'm not doing it again. I need to do a normal drift event. Why is this car dropping now? It just feels so weird. Of course, it ties in with an event that Red Bull are doing. I just answered my own question. But why now? Why? Why did they have to? Why didn't they cancel it? And why such a... It's literally a Nissan 370Z with no ability to customize it whatsoever, with a Red Bull livery all over it. Can't even change the wheels on it. There's literally, I don't think there's a car like this where you genuinely just can't change a thing other than the icon cars. The last DLC car of Need for Speed Heat history is this. we got 2, 3 even. One was already got a version of the car in the game. The second one was £5 for one car, and this is the final DLC car ever to exist on Need for Speed Heat. I think this is going down as the worst expansion history of a Need for Speed game ever, because my lord, that's just sad. Because this game, we already knew had so much potential. Like, it did. I'm still enjoying it to this day. I can't just say it had so much potential, because quite frankly, I'm still enjoying it to this day. I know a lot of people are kind of disappointed that there was no, like, major support for the game. But, you know, I'm looking at it as, like, I love and adore the base game. I think it's one of my favorite Need for Speeds to ever release. And so I'm happy with that. I would have loved there to be more, because obviously we loved it. I loved it so much. You have to remember, I'm an old man. I've been around waiting since 2011, 2012 for good Need for Speed games to make a comeback. And quite frankly, they did. And then we get left with it. This is the last taste, the last flavor we will ever get for Need for Speed Heat, is the stock jank-ass Red Bull 370Z. Thanks, Red Bull, for keeping Need for Speed Heat alive. Thanks so much for Corona delaying everything and making it. Corona, you made this year even worse. It was already a bad year for us Need for Speed peeps, and you came in like a baboon with a bright red bottom and thought, nah, I'm just gonna shite all over this. I'm gonna poo all over. You'll remember that they did a Castrol sponsorship collaboration. I took part in it last time. It was Gamer versus Racer, which was pretty sweet. I enjoyed that whole experience. But of course, they added some new vehicles to the game, and they had multiple events available. It just adds this. Like, what? Who thought this was a good idea? They probably had plans to have this as just a little side add-on. Maybe there was going to be drift events with it. Maybe Red Bull were like, look, we still want to use the car. We want to be the reason that people go, yeah, Red Bull, best drink ever. Because they added a 370Z to Need for Speed Heat. Oh, God. Red Bull, I love you. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. I'm totally okay with these things being a thing. But I want, if there's got to be more of them, there's got to be reasoning behind them, like drift events or something to go along with them. And clearly, give EA money. EA, you need to ask for money. I'm a YouTuber. I struggle. You need to ask them for money. If you ask them for money, maybe we could have got more longer development for the game and you wouldn't have killed the developer. Is that correct? You're a business in the end of it. So quite frankly, this is just depressing. Of course, it was also a missed chance to add something new, something fresh, like a car that was just not in the game already. But of course, this was all pre-planned. I don't understand why they wouldn't have done something like that. Like, there was rumors of Sylvia's being added and Eclipses being added and so many of the vehicles as well that could have just, in every single way, beaten this. Of course, an Eclipse for drifting. Not exactly known, but in terms of S14s, S13s, S50, any variants of the S cars that aren't available in the game already would have been great. Like, quite frankly, those are used for drifting a lot. BMW 3 Series, the E36s, something like that. Anything would have been really, really cool to do this. But I think this is supposed to be some drifter's Red Bull car, and someone out there will be very happy to own this. Someone out there will be over the moon. Someone out there will be as happy as Larry. But I have to tell you, that person, unfortunately, isn't me. I don't think I'm ever going to pull this car out again. There's genuinely no point. I would just use the 350Z from Underground 2. More people are happy about that, and that's in the game, so I'm not going to complain too much. It saddens me in that this is a flavor of what could have been a very tiny part of some big update plans. I'm gonna cry now. As I said, if you want to get this car for free, there's a link down below in the description to the website, and we've got a guide on how to do it. My boy Corey over on the Knobheads has done a little righty right on how to get it. Pretty straightforward, but once you get it, send me some pictures of... I guess you can't really change it, can you? Don't send me pictures. I genuinely don't care. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Send me your actual build. Are you still playing the game? Of course, I know some people are playing Heat Plus, but... Hey, console players, at least we get this. Smash like, subscribe if you're not. See you in the next video. Until next time, peace.